Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast News. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor. Let's begin with the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi leads India and the world in celebrating the second International Yoga Day at Chandigarh. Calls yoga the best health insurance that the entire world is benefiting from today. President Pranab Mukherjee kickstarts mass yoga demonstration at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Over 1,000 people take part in the event. "57 union ministers held Yoga Day events across the country today. Yoga Guru Ramdev leads thousands of practitioners in Faridabad. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi announces 2 awards on Yoga Day. Jury to decide best contributions in the field of yoga on the world and the national stage. All right, those were the visuals that we were getting from Chandigarh. Well, the Prime Minister's address was followed by a sequence of exercises given in the yoga protocol. The first section involved loosening up exercises like the neck bending and the body twisting. The second section of exercises to be done in a standing posture comprised yoga exercises, including Tadasana or the palm tree posture and the tree posture. Well, the third section were sitting postures with 5 exercises, including Vakrasana or the spinal twist posture. Now, following these are the 3 prone postures, including the Bhujangasana or the Cobra posture. These were followed by supine postures comprising the bridge posture and the wind-releasing posture, and finally, the Shavasana or the dead body posture. Now, breathing exercises like Kapalbhati and Pranayam with Dhyan and meditation, and finally the Shanti Path concluded the practice. Well, a theme song for the International Day of Yoga named Yog Geet was also released this year in addition to the yoga protocol of 45 minutes.
वैसे यूनाइटेड नेशन के द्वारा कई ऐसे अंतर्राष्ट्रीय दिवस मनाए जाते हैं। मैं सबका उल्लेख नहीं करता हूं, लेकिन शायद यूनाइटेड नेशन द्वारा मनाए गए इतने सारे दिवसों में कोई दिवस जन आंदोलन बन गया हो, विश्व के हर कोने में उसको समर्थन और स्वीकृति प्राप्त होती हो। शायद अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योगा दिवस की बराबरी कोई और दिवस नहीं कर पा रहा है। 1 साल के भीतर योग आस्तिक के लिए भी है, योग नास्तिक के लिए भी है। 0 बजट से दुनिया में कहीं पर भी हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस नहीं होता है, लेकिन योग ऐसा है जो 0 बजट से हेल्थ एश्योरेंस देता है। योग को अमीर गरीब का भेद नहीं है, विद्वान अनपढ़ का भेद नहीं है। गरीब से गरीब व्यक्ति भी, अमीर से अमीर व्यक्ति भी योग आसानी से कर सकता है। किसी चीज की जरूरत नहीं है। एक हाथ फहराने के लिए कहीं जगह मिल जाए, वो अपना योग कर सकता है और अपने तन मन को तंदुरुस्त रख सकता है। भारत में हिंदुस्तान के भीतर योग के लिए जो उत्तम काम होता होगा उनके लिए अवार्ड, एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग अवार्ड, एक राष्ट्रीय योग अवार्ड। व्यक्ति, संस्था, हर कोई इसमें जुड़ सकते हैं। उसकी जो एक्सपर्ट कमेटी होगी वो उसके नियम बनाएगी, उसके तौर तरीके बनाएगी, जूरी तय करेगी। लेकिन विश्व भर में जिस प्रकार से अनेक ग्लोबल अवार्ड की वाहवाही होती है, याद होती है, उसका महत्व माना जाता है। हिंदुस्तान चाहता है कि भारत विश्व के लोग जो योग से जुड़े उनको सम्मानित करे, हिंदुस्तान में जो योग के लिए काम कर रहे हैं उनको सम्मानित करे और ये परंपरा हम आगे बढ़ाएं। डायबिटीज और योग, सभी योग की दुनिया के लोग, जो भी ज्ञान उनके पास है, तरीके उनके पास हैं, साल भर योग की बाकी चीजें तो चलेगी लेकिन ये प्रमुख होगा। भारत में डायबिटीज की संख्या बढ़ रही है। योग के द्वारा डायबिटीज से मुक्ति मिले या न मिले, लेकिन उसको कंट्रोल तो किया जा सकता है। हम सामान्य व्यक्ति को मधुमेह शक्ति में, डायबिटीज की स्थिति में कौन से यौगिक उपाय हैं, ये सिखाने का जन आंदोलन खड़ा कर सकते हैं क्या? देश में डायबिटीज के कारण होने वाली परेशानियों से हम कुछ परसेंटेज लोगों को भी मुक्ति दिलाएंगे तो योग इस वर्ष के अचीवमेंट में अगले साल कोई और बीमारी लेंगे। लेकिन मैं चाहता हूं कि इस उत्तम स्वास्थ्य के लिए कहीं पर किसी बीमारी को भी एड्रेस करें हम, और एक वर्ष के लिए एक बीमारी पकड़ करके आंदोलन चलाएं।
And my colleague Vishal Daya is now joining us on the phone line from Chandigarh. Vishal, now, as we saw in Chandigarh today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi joining thousands of people in this mass yoga session in the morning today, saying that it has become a Jan Andolan or the people's movement. Of course, we can see a lot of momentum in this movement that it began a year ago.
Well, the major takeaway, Aishwarya, from this celebration, or rather this event which has taken place in Chandigarh, and the Prime Minister's speech, which lasted for almost 20 minutes, was the very fact that the Prime Minister, while appealing to take the popularity of the art of yoga to the next level, also made a clear distinction between yoga and religion, sort of an attempt to nullify the recent controversies which...
Yes, indeed. All right, there seems to be some audio problem with that connection there. We'll try to reach back to our correspondent Vishal Daya again. But as he was pointing out that this yoga session in this mass yoga session in Chandigarh saw huge participation from thousands of people. Prime Minister Narendra Modi joined thousands of people in this mass yoga session. He said that it has become a Jan Andolan, or the movement, a people's movement since its launch last year. And he made it also a point to say that yoga breaks all religious barriers and it should not be attributed to one religion only. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister's address was followed by a sequence of exercises given in the yoga protocol. The first section involved loosening up exercises like the neck bending. Well, after that, the second section of exercises was done in the standing posture. This was followed by exercises with sitting postures.
वो हमारे सभी संकल्पों की पूर्ति के लिए उत्तम माध्यम बन सकता है।
होता है माननीय प्रधानमंत्री महोदय का।
Well, the second International Day of Yoga was celebrated across the world today. Now, states across India joined in the event that saw 2 lakhs of people perform the ancient Indian discipline. Now, 57 union ministers led the celebrations in various cities across the country. Even as Prime Minister Narendra Modi led the nation for the second International Yoga Day celebrations in Chandigarh, as many as 57 union ministers led various government-sponsored programs. In the run-up to Tuesday's event, Prime Minister Modi had released a commemorative postal stamp on Surya Namaskar in New Delhi.
अब बाएं पैर उठाएंगे एड़ी ऊपर की ओर, पंजा नीचे।
The yoga program organized by the government, it's a people's program. We want to make it people's movement, and the Guruji is making it a people's movement. I'm very happy about it. Nobody should see politics in this.
इस साल भारत सरकार देश की 6 प्रमुख यूनिवर्सिटी में विशेष रूप से योग का डिपार्टमेंट स्थापित कर रही है, रिवैम्प कर रही है, ताकि ये योग से जुड़ा हुआ आपका सफर स्कूल में ही समाप्त ना हो, बल्कि जीवन के हर अध्याय में योग को आप अपने संग पाएं।
President Pranab Mukherjee kicked off a yoga demonstration at Rashtrapati Bhavan today, in which around 1,000 persons took part. The participants included officers and staff of the President's Secretariat, their family members, members of Delhi Police, ITBP and President's bodyguards, as well as other residents of President's estate.
In having solutions to many problems, health-wise, mental discipline-wise, and the overall harmony between body and mind.
In Faridabad, Swami Ramdev led a mass yoga event where hundreds of thousands of people took part, with BJP President Amit Shah also in attendance as the chief guest.
श्वास अंदर ऊपर की ओर देखिए, आसमान की ओर, भगवान का कितना अनुग्रह है, कितना सुहाना मौसम, कितनी सुहानी ऐतिहासिक यादगार ये सुबह अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस के अवसर।
Meanwhile, this year's programs are showcasing the government's flagship program, Make in India. Khadi and Village Industries Commission launched an indigenously designed yoga wear collection under the brand name Yoga Sutra. After the reports over yoga mats sourced from China for the celebrations last year, the government has also decided that all items used for this year's celebrations will have to be made in India.
अभी तक जितने भी हमको रिस्पांस मिल रहा है खादी योगा ड्रेस का, बहुत अच्छा रिस्पांस मिल रहा है, जिसमें सरकारी विभाग, अर्ध सरकारी विभाग, जैसे कि मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ पावर ने अपने सभी सेंटर्स को, जो करीब 500 सेंटर्स उनके हैं पूरे भारत में, उन सबको ऑर्डर्स दिलवाने के लिए कहा गया है। सभी जगह हमने डिस्पैच किया है, जम्मू कश्मीर है, ये अपना नॉर्थ ईस्ट है, सिक्किम तक हमने मटेरियल भेजा है।
खादी वस्त्र शुड बी यूटिलाइज्ड इन द योगा. There should be khadi mat also, there should be khadi uniform also, and that will create tremendous inspiration for the nation, tremendous inspiration for the culture, tremendous inspiration for the Bharatiya Sanskriti. Therefore, we decided to use khadi in yoga.
Over 173 Indian missions across the world are also organizing yoga demonstrations to spread awareness for the International Day of Yoga. The event will also be observed by 191 of 193 members of the United Nations. In a first, the UN was lit up for International Yoga Day with a huge panel showing the different yoga postures. 21st of June was declared the International Day of Yoga by the United Nations General Assembly in December 2014.
For the first time, also have Indian peacekeepers who are deployed in 13 missions globally participate in activities related to yoga. It will highlight the issue of yoga for peace and harmony.
A theme song for the International Day of Yoga named Yog Geet has been released this year in addition to the yoga protocol of 45 minutes. Yoga demonstrations are being organized at several places in state capitals. Events are happening in all district headquarters in the country in association with prominent yoga institutions. With inputs from Kriti Mishra, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. And right now we'll take a very short break. We'll be back with more news on the other side. Stay with us.
Welcome to this episode of Eureka. We are with us Dr. Kiran Kumar.
While the target was 22, two of the satellites from one of the customers, last minute they had to drop out because certain tests which they were doing, they did not succeed in that, so they have to, we will be giving them opportunity in a later launch.
Okay.
So far we have done about 21 countries. Okay. For different 21 countries we have launched the satellite. 57 is our last number. With this, it will become 57 plus another 70.
Watch Eureka with Dr. A.S. Kiran Kumar, Chairman ISRO, only on Rajya Sabha TV.
Welcome back. Moving on to some other news now. Well, the United States expressed complete support to India's bid for Nuclear Suppliers Group by requesting other NSG members to consider India's application in the plenary meet scheduled on 22nd of June in Seoul. White House spokesperson Josh Earnest said, and I quote him, "We believe, and this has been the US policy for some time, that India is ready for membership, and the US calls on the participating governments to support India's application at the plenary session of NSG later this week. The United States will certainly be advocating for India's membership," quote unquote. Well, China snubbed India's hopes for its backing for NSG membership once again, saying that the matter was unlikely to be discussed at the group's plenary meet in Seoul. China said that the matter was so far not on the agenda of the meet. Well, this comes a day after External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj expressed hope of entering NSG this year itself.
In a setback to India's hopes of joining the exclusive nuclear suppliers group, China on Monday said India's application was not on the agenda of the plenary meet scheduled for June 24th in Seoul. In a media briefing, Chinese Foreign Ministry also said that the inclusion issue was too immature to be discussed at the meet, as members of the group are divided over inclusion of new members. China's statement comes a day after External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj expressed confidence that the country would not oppose India's bid. Last week, Foreign Secretary S. Jaishankar had made an unannounced visit to Beijing in an attempt to secure its backing for India's membership.
अभी जब विदेश सचिव भी गए थे, तो उन्होंने भी बातचीत में यही कहा कि आप हमारे बारे में क्राइटेरिया की बात करने के बजाय क्रेडेंशियल्स की बात करें तो अच्छा है। जहां तक भरोसे का सवाल है, मुझे लगता है अभी 23 तारीख में समय है और हम आशावादी हैं कि हम चीन को भी इसमें मनाने में कामयाब हो जाएंगे।
China opposes India's membership, arguing that it is not a signatory to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. Chinese media also recently reported that India's entry into the group would endanger Beijing's interests, including touching a raw nerve with Pakistan.
और जहां तक पाकिस्तान की एंट्री का सवाल है, हम तो अभी मेंबर ही नहीं हैं एनएसजी के, जो पाकिस्तान की एप्लीकेशन पर कोई फैसले में हमारे कोई रोल हो सके, कोई भूमिका हो सके। लेकिन हम किसी भी देश की एंट्री का विरोध नहीं करेंगे, चाहेंगे कि हर एक की एप्लीकेशन उसकी अपनी मेरिट पर तय की जाए।
India had submitted its application to join the 48-member bloc in May. While countries including Turkey, South Africa, Ireland and New Zealand were not in favor of India's entry, India has recently secured the support of Switzerland and Mexico. The US and the UK also back India's bid. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, on World Refugee, the UN High Commissioner for Refugees has released some startling data. At 65 million, 1 in 113 people on the planet is now a refugee. Over half of these come from just 3 countries, Syria, Afghanistan and Somalia, while Turkey tops the list of countries providing asylum to people fleeing their homes.
The number of people displaced by conflict has reached its highest. The UN Refugee Agency estimates that 65.3 million people were either refugees, asylum seekers or internally displaced at the end of 2015. That's an increase of a whopping 5 million in a year, 1 in every 113 people on the planet.
What the refugees and migrants crossing the Mediterranean and arriving on the shores of Europe, the message that they have carried is that if you don't solve problems, problems will come to you. And that's a powerful message. It's a painful message. And it's painful that it has taken so long for people in the rich countries to understand that. But I think it's a call for action.
The UN has also warned of a worrying climate of xenophobia that has hit Europe, the continent most overwhelmed with the flow of migrants. It estimates that the influx of the huge number of people has led to greater support for far-right groups and controversial anti-immigration policies.
barriers are rising everywhere. And I'm not just talking of walls. In fact, in the end, the walls are not so many. But I'm talking about legislative barriers that are coming up, including in countries like in the industrialized world that have been for a long time bastions of principle in defending the fundamental rights linked to asylum.
Over half of the total number of refugees come from just 3 countries: Syria, Afghanistan and Somalia. The reason for fleeing their homes may be different for each of them, but they all share the same deep sense of total loss. For reasons that are often way beyond their control, refugees are forced to give up everything that constituted their life: friends, community, home, possessions, jobs, school, and flee to what they can only hope is safer ground.
الحمد لله تلقونا اخوانا جزاهم الله خير معانا طيبه الى حين وصلونا المواقع اللي احنا بيها وكانت يعني مواقع زينه والاكل والحمد لله كله زين بزين لحد ما وصلنا لهذا المكان.
اسافر على بلدي، اشوف اولادي، اشوف عيالنا، اشوف بلادنا، اشوف سوريا. ان شاء الله بلد بتظل هون سالمه، واحنا والله يا اخي تعبنا بنفسنا، ما تعبتنا البلد، تعبتنا نفسنا. وان شاء الله كل لاجئ يروع بلده.
The data on refugees is shocking to say the least, but it still doesn't tell us the full story. A deeper understanding of the struggles of the people forced to flee their homes is needed, now more than ever. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
That's all in this edition of news. Thanks for watching.